Oh my goodness. All right. Hey, welcome back. Good to see you. Listen, this morning is a very special show. We're here super early. 4th of July weekend still. I didn't do a show on the 5th. It's actually very early morning on the 6th because my computer decided to die today. I don't know why. It could be all the coffee I spilled onto it. So that's what's going on. I got no computer. Laptop died. So welcome everybody. It's officially July 6th, 2020. We made it through another holiday. The world is still here. We did not die. We did not blow ourselves up like we thought we would. Although a lot of places did. Here in LA we had about 60 fires due to fireworks. And the coffee's there, golly. Dude, the air quality here in LA is terrible. You know, let's say it's usually on the scale at like, 40, 80, 100. You know, it gets up high, it's 120. Yesterday it's 336. So it's been a very stuffy day in LA. Lots of allergies, just everything is very, very poor air quality. Anyway, guys, why are we talking here? What's up? Well, July 4th was a crazy day. What did we get? The biggest announcement of the day on July 4th was Kanye West running for president. Kanye West running for president. I guess no good rappers were available, right? Kanye West running for president. I guess Kim Kardashian is determined to make up for that Ray J tape. You know what I'm saying? She's gone the Hillary method. She became a lawyer. She's working for human rights. She's trying to get her husband to be president. That kind of stuff looks good on a resume. But what are people really getting into? You know, what are we really doing, you guys? How's it been? I got to go over and visit some friends this weekend. I got to see my friends Windmills, the band, working on some music. It was amazing. Of course, socially distancing, so it's weird to even just go over there and just be like, hey, what's up? I'm 12 feet away from you. All right, gotta go. See you later. Like it's virtual hugs. That seems to be the way. What else is happening, you guys? The 4th of July was crazy. We had because nobody put on fireworks, no cities, so all the fireworks you heard and saw were all homemade fireworks. But homemade fireworks, only go 100 feet in the air, or sometimes they don't go in the air at all. Whereas those other fireworks are 500 feet in the air when they're blowing up. So, dude, you couldn't even see. The smoke was terrible. Everybody I know has got allergy problems. You can probably hear it right now on me. Good Lord. All right. I want to talk more about Kanye West running for president. This whole running for president as a vanity project, it's always been. It's always been. I mean, look at this year. Michael Bloomberg spent, they say, over $1 billion on his presidential campaign. Bloomberg spent $1 billion to tell everybody in America that he's an asshole. Yeah, I think you could have done it for cheaper. You guys, I admit I'm moving a little bit slow this morning. I just woke up a little bit ago. My nose was so full. Ridiculous stuff. So Kanye West running for president, what does that mean? Well, really nothing. I understand you want to cut out the monotony of two, old. What do you want? You want a sack of potatoes or a sack of carrots? Like it's just another sad presidential election for America where both candidates suck, and some third candidate party wants to jump right in and do it. That's in 1992, the most famous in America was Ross Perot jumped in and crushed George Bush's hope for re-election. Oof. So who knows? I don't think that Kanye West is really going to have an effect on the presidential race because A, he's not on the ballot. That usually helps. See, remember what we talked about the other day? The presidential, in order to become even here to be qualified for, you got to go through all these channels and all this stuff, and then you're qualified. You can't be a Heisman Trophy candidate unless you've gone through all. You can't just be a good college player and be a Heisman. No, you got to have press. Meetings, you got to have, there's got to be some sort of campaign. It's got to be this. You can't just show up the last day and be like, hey, y'all vote for Dave. Guys, everybody's going to write in Dave. I'm trying to be a little quiet today because there's somebody else in the house. Not scary, but there's, they're sleeping, and I'm in here just screaming about Joe Biden. Joe Biden! Here's what I think should happen is that Trump should just tell Kanye West that he's going to get rid of Pence and replace Pence with Kanye West. Boom! That's the kind of shake-up that makes no sense that we know Trump for. That would be awesome. The only way that Kanye West will win the presidency is if his vice president is Tupac hologram. Hologram Tupac. Dang. I wrote that joke yesterday. The only way Kanye West is going to be president is if his vice presidential pick is hologram Tupac. There it is. That's a real joke right there. You can repeat that to your friends and tell them I wrote it. Kanye West. You know what? I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because the best rappers don't do this kind of stuff. The best artists, musicians, the people that are happiest with themselves aren't going to run the presidential campaign. You know what I'm saying? Rakim is not running for president. He's got wisdom to give to you. Why would he want to be president? Good Lord. All right, I'm not even going to stop at the comment. All right, let's take a break. We'll go back to presidential stuff in a minute. Let's take a break and talk about COVID. Well, now that nobody's afraid of COVID anymore, the numbers are just through the roof. Let's not forget this disease, this virus that causes a disease, and it's a contagious virus with no cure. Let's not forget that this thing is just as lethal as it was in February, March, April, when we first put the lockdown on. Now they're going, we got to lock it down again. And that's what's happening. It's going to be open. It's going to be closed. It's going to be open. It's going to be closed. Red light, green light, red light, green light. And then in the midst of those red lights, green lights, your business will go under. My business will go under. We will all suffer in the midst of those red light, green lights, unless you're part of a corporate entity who's got the cash flow to withstand that kind of hit. Because no business is made to go through that hit. That's just not how it's supposed to be. And also, wasn't Trump supposed to be the economic president? Wasn't he going to bring on the best guys? Is there nobody that has a plan? Is Jared Kushner our best? It's not even Trump that I hate. It's not even Trump. It's Jared Kushner that I really hate. You want to talk about a smug man who knows nothing? Holy shit! Has that guy just been proved inept at every turn? It'd be like if Roger Clinton got on board when back in the day. So one thing to remember with COVID, we're going back to COVID. I know I got a lot of presidential humor today because it's the 4th of July weekend. That's how it goes. Memorial Day weekend was 5 weeks ago. 5 weeks. And that's why you're seeing the explosion now, 4th of July week. You see, everything we do in America is based on holidays. I don't know what we're going to do in August with no holidays. We're just going to wait till Labor Day and then go crazy again. But I'm telling you people, this is some messed up stuff, man. How do you think Thanksgiving is going to go? There'll be a huge spike of people I just can't do it anymore. I haven't seen my grandma in a year. It seems like a year. We're just going to go to Thanksgiving. And then boom, your grandma's gone. That's how it's going to be. People are dying of COVID, man. I know. Oh, I don't know anybody. That's right. That's because that's you. But me, I definitely know people. I don't personally know people. No. But I know of people. You know what I'm saying? My friend's mom, this person, a lot of people that work with my significant other. Eek. So there's a lot of stuff going on out there that you and I maybe are not privy to. Maybe, who knows why? Because the press want to focus on something else, because the numbers want to be skewed, because we got so much resistance to the truth that people won't even say the truth. Oof, that hurts, you guys. COVID is bad. Wash your hands. Let's go back to the presidents for a minute, man, because I did see that Joe Biden gave a very good speech this weekend. He wanted everybody to make sure they wore their mask and wash their hands while they were out trick-or-treating for Halloween this weekend on the 4th of July. That's just a joke to tell you that Biden's not, because that's what we want in America. You see, that's what we want. We want an old white guy going to tell us it's going to be all right, but we don't want him to have any brains up here. We don't want him to have any original thoughts. Reagan, Bush, Trump. Did Clinton have any original thoughts? I will say this though, dude, that blowjob did not tank the economy. Okay? Mishandling of COVID, tanking the economy. Blowjob in office by Clinton did not tank the economy. Choose your poison, presidents. Come on, man. What do you think's gonna happen, dude? It's July. People are bored. People are hot. People want to go to the pool. They're gonna just spread that disease like crazy because of the heat. Also, man, we're not noticing that in other states there is. I don't even know how to explain it. Like how Florida every day the numbers are they're at 11,000 cases a day. 11,000 cases a day. Dude, when there was 10,000 cases in America total, we were freaking out. And now 10,000 cases a day in one state, and we're like, freedom, man. I need to get my hair cut. I need to get my hair cut. I did have one haircut in the lockdown so far, but as you can tell, that's it, one haircut. I'm used to getting coiffed up every few weeks. Not for my own edification, but because, you go on stage, you don't want to look this shit. You don't want to look like this. Oh. What advice is that? As I do a show looking like this and then try to tell you, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing today. I told you, it's a weird episode. Everybody's allergies are running high right now. Even now, I can hear myself being nasal. And it's the goddamn middle of the night, man. What are we doing here? All right, let's just bring it all full circle, shall we? Let's be real for a second here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I miss you guys. I know you miss me. I love talking to you, okay? My whole thing is to be with people, I did some comedy yesterday. It was amazing. It was a great open mic, comedy stuff, comedy for a cause. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't really care about the cause. And I don't mean that I don't care. I mean, I don't really care. Like, I'm happy to donate, but that wasn't the purpose. My whole joy was brought in the performing with my friends. That brought me more joy. The fact that we raised money for a good cause, that was like a bonus. That's even better than getting paid. But just performing with people, that made me feel good, man. Even if it's on Zoom, even if it's like this, talking to you, it still feels good for me as a human being entity to communicate with you. I don't even know if it's going well. I just know that I'm here. Okay? I just know that I talk to a lot of comics. I talk to a lot of people. Everybody is freaked out. Nobody knows what's going on. And the people that do know what's going on, they usually are wrong. So that's what we got. So we talked about Kanye West. Kanye West, a musician. I mean, yeah, he's a musician. Yeah, you can definitely say Kanye West is a musician. Now look, you know how I feel about Kanye. Personally, can't stand the man's rap. Great producer. I can't stand it. But that's me. Right? I don't like Jay-Z or 50 Cent either. That's why I got out of the hip-hop loving game. Man, I love Outkast, Gangstar, Guru, Rock. I got the book right there, Rakim, because I like a little more, I don't know. I guess I just like a little more caring, a little more compassion. I don't like songs that are just about, look how great I am, I'm so great, everything about me is great. Like, oh, well, that's a fake song. I can just do without that in my life. Like, I don't know any Kanye song. I only know a couple of songs. I couldn't even, but I do recognize his voice on the radio. I'm like, oh, God. Oh, God, is that a Kanye West song? It smells bad in here when his music comes on. Like, that's why I guess he'd be a pretty good president. But my point is this. Musicians have egos. All their egos, they claim that their music and that their creations and that their arts change your life. Kanye West is known about bragging about how his raps are the best raps you've ever heard, and now your life is better for knowing about him. In rap music, we call that a braggadocio. Braggadocious. Yeah, because you know what? He doesn't back it up. But today I want to end the show on a positive note, okay? But it's also with a heavy heart, okay? This morning we said goodbye to Ennio Morricone. Ennio Morricone. Aged 81, one of the most prolific film composers and just straight up composers in modern history. You know the songs The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Once Upon a Time in the West, which is my favorite movie. He did Once Upon a Time in America. He did the soundtrack to a beautiful movie called The Mission. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Ennio Morricone passed away last night. Every single person knows his songs. You know his songs. Definitely one of my favorite composers. I got a lot of his albums. You wouldn't think that why would you have the albums of a composer from the 60s and 70s in Italy? What does that make sense? That doesn't even make sense. But dude, his music I think touches everybody that's ever heard it. Not just the Western stuff and the Italian stuff, which is beautiful in every way, but man, it just makes me think, oh, Ennio Morricone. You know, we tried to see him for the last 10 years. He had a show here in Hollywood, and then they canceled it because he was feeling ill, and then they had another show like 3 years later to make up for it, canceled. I told my girl, I said, this is our last chance to see Ennio Morricone. You know, he's in his 70s. I mean, I think he's 81. Why are we talking about this? All right, I'll tell you why. Okay, I'll tell you why. Because to me, that's the great juxtaposition of talent versus true greatness. Right? Kanye West got talent, but all he's gonna do is tell you how great he is. That's his whole shtick. Every song. You know, I gotta be just a little bit selfish. You know, like he gotta be. He's gotta be because he's just too great to not share it with you. That's a talented dude with a lot of self-promotion. But Ennio Morricone is a musical genius on another level. Like, he's done things that are going to be around forever. Forever. Oh, my God. His music is so... Once Upon a Time in the West, some of the finest music. He's created a motif for... What? You know me. I could talk about this movie for hours and hours and hours. Maybe we should just watch it together one day. Why don't you give me a call, we'll watch it together. Listen, man, I love Once Upon... Yes, my favorite movie of all time. I would say that. If you don't know any Ennio Morricone music, let's start simple. Okay, we talked about The Mission. If you haven't seen the movie The Mission, 1986, starring a man named Jeremy Irons and a dude named Robert De Niro. 80s Robert De Niro, so you know he's real, just young, beautiful, angry. It's great. What a movie, man! The Mission, 86. You can look it up on YouTube today, man. Just find the main credits of The Mission. It's good stuff. That is a great movie, by the way, about when you know you've done wrong and then you desire the retribution, but like you bring it upon yourself, like self-retribution. Like, oh man, that's a good movie. But that soundtrack, that soundtrack is haunting. I just want to leave you with that, you guys. Ennio Morricone. I mean, every good band, Faith No More has done, we sampled, everybody samples. It's just, it's a real loss. Even though the dude's 81. The dude's 81. So R.I.P. Ennio Morricone, a.k.a. the Maestro. That's how it is to be a real artist, is when you go out, people just lower their heads because they're sad that the Maestro died. But the truth of the matter is, every one of us that's an artist works so that when that moment comes and we're moved on, that our art survives, that our feelings survive, that our creations, the things that we spent time on will live on. I guess that's why it makes me, I don't know, man, I don't know. Like I'm not like, I don't know the man. It's not like he's my grandfather and I'm in mourning. But I just feel like the world is a darker place today without Ennio Morricone. So with that said, I would just encourage you all to go and listen to some beautiful music and to make sure that you appreciate things while you can tell. I want you to appreciate things while you can appreciate them is what I mean. Okay? If it just means telling somebody that you love them or that you're giving somebody a hug, then go and do that. Just, man... I know that we're in a crazy time and we're divided by our own anger and racial whatevers and economic bullshit and all this shit, man. But the truth is that in this sad world, somebody's going to make a song or a piece of art or something beautiful in this sad world. They'll make something that you feel, that you identify with, that allows your spirit to soar while we're all stuck here on this earth. I guess for me it was Ennio Morricone, man. I put that music on and I feel like I am a bird flying over the world, free to experience all things. I guess that's it, you guys. Don't worry about me. I am not tripping on acid. That's why I always wait a couple hours after I wake up to do the shows, because I'm still in like a dreamland. But I don't care anymore. Guys, thank you so much. Let me just end a note on. All right, we're really going to end the show on this. My computer died yesterday. Computer died. Spilled coffee on a computer died. So I don't know when this is going to go up or how I'm going to get this on the internet. Technical difficulty should be the name of my children. All right. I love you guys. Bye.